the motions of the earth, and earth has two motion or two basic movement. Earth has two basic movement, that is rotation and revolution. So today we are going to study about rotation and revolution. I'll share PowerPoint presentation for this rotation and revolution. Revolution. Rotation, it is the spinning movement of the earth on its axis. It is the spinning movement of the earth on its axis. It is also called as axial movement of the earth. Rotation is also called as the axial movement of the earth. Earth rotates anti-clockwise. Earth rotates anti-clockwise. Rotation in a day. Rotation leads to day and nights. It happens daily. Rotation leads to day and night, and it happens daily. Revolution, it is the revolving movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed orbit. It is also called as orbital movement of the earth. Revolution is also called the orbital movement of the earth. The plane formed by the orbit is called orbital plan, and revolution is done in 365 days. Rotation is done daily and revolution is done in 365 days. Now we'll go through the rotation in detail. The axis of the earth is an imaginary line which makes an angle. Yes, rotation takes on axis. And student, what is axis? So axis of the earth is an imaginary line which makes an angle of 66.5 degrees from the horizontal line or the orbital plane line, 23.5 degrees from the vertical line from the earth's orbital plane. Again, axis is the imaginary line which makes an angle of, first angle is 66.5 degrees from the horizontal line or the orbital plane line. Second is 23.5 degrees from the vertical line from the Earth's orbital plane. The Earth receives heat and light from the Sun. Since Earth is spherical, only one half of it gets light from the Sun at a time. The portion facing the Sun experiences day, while the other half away from the Sun experiences night. So, rotation is responsible for the day and night. Yes, students. What would happen if the earth did not rotate? The portion of the earth facing the sun would always experience day. Yes. You know, students, we are facing the sun. So, we experience the day, thus bringing continuous warmth to the future. Yes. If sun is there and we are facing continuously sun, it brings warm heat to the us. The other half of would remain in eternal darkness and thus would be freezing cold all the time. The region which receives the sun is warm, heat, and the region which is not receiving the sunlight remains in eternal darkness and would be like a freezing cold all the time. So, life would not have been possible in such extreme conditions on our earth. Yes. If it is completely cold, so it can't survive. And if it is completely heat, then also we can't survive. Change in length of daytime affects changing of seasons, which is essential for the life to survive and evolve. Yes. Changing the length of daytime affects the changing of seasons, which is essential for life to survive and evolve. Yes. Students, the circular line illuminated Before going to the marching of seasons, I'll explain you the circle of illumination also. The circular illumination illuminated line. The circular illuminated line which separates night from day is called circle of illumination. See students, given on your book page 159. See again, the circular illuminated line which separates night from day is called circle of illumination. It is attributed to the inclination of earth. They are unequal as we move towards the poles. The earth's inclination to the plane of orbit makes one of the hemispheres to lean against the sun for a greater period. Let's say that can be a 6 months. In this way, one of the hemisphere is maximum exposed to the sun, hence receives maximum daylight as compared to other. In simple words, we can say the region which is exposed for longer time of the sun is called the daylight. So we can say that days are longer and nights are shorter in one hemisphere. It can be vice versa in other hemisphere. Yes. So when days are longer and nights are shorter in one hemisphere and vice versa in another hemisphere, poles usually experience complete day and complete night for 6 months. Yes, students. The region near the poles, we can say North Pole and South Pole, they experiences complete day and complete night for 6 months. They don't have as 12 hours day and 12 hours night. No. For complete 6 months they have daytime and for complete 6 months they have night time. So this was about the circles of illumination and how day and night are occurring. The direction of the rotation is west to east. How rotation takes place? It moves in west to east. It is because of this direction of the movement that sun seems to rise in the east and set in the west. The direction of the rotation is west to east. What is the direction to the rotation of the earth? It is west to east. Why it is so? It is so because of the direction of the moment that sun seems to rise in the east and set in the west direction. At sunset, it is not that important. It is because of this direction of the movement that sun seems to be rising in the east and set in the west. At sunset, it is not the sun goes on higher away somewhere but part of the earth receiving. Yes, at sunset, it is not that the sun has gone away somewhere, but part of the earth receiving light turns away from the sun. Okay, at sunset time, we see that sun has gone, but it's not that. The sun has gone away somewhere, but the part of the earth receiving light turns away from the sun. But in actual sense, due to the earth's easterly movement, it seems that all other heavenly objects are moving. So why it seems as it's because of Earth's easterly movement. It seems that all other heavenly objects are moving. And it is the inclination and rotation, it is the inclination that affects the distribution of sunlight on the earth. It takes about 24 hours. That can be 23 hours 56 minutes 4 seconds for the earth to complete one rotation. Yes, students, how much it takes? The rotation takes about 24 hours. We can say exactly that is 23 hours, 56 minutes and 4 seconds for Earth to complete one rotation. And the direction of rotation is west to east. West to east. Yes. And except for places at the equator, day and night are not equal in all parts of the world. It is attributed to the inclination of the earth. They are unequal as we move towards the pole. Yes. The day and nights are not equal at all the places at the parts of the world, but they are unequal. They are unequal as we move towards the pole. The Earth's inclination to the plane of its orbit makes one of the hemispheres to lean against the sun for greater period. That we can say just 6 months. Yes, in this way, one of the hemisphere is maximum exposed to the sun, hence receives receives maximum daylight as compared to other. So we can say that days are longer and nights are shorter in one hemisphere and vice versa in other hemisphere. Poles usually experiences complete day and complete night for 6 months together. See, day and nights are equal length in the whole world. On fixed two dates are there, students. On these dates, we can see the duration of day and night is exactly equal. That is 21st March and 23rd September. So, students, 21st March has gone. Now, September is going to come. On 23rd September, the duration of day and night is equal. Why? Because these two dates, neither of the poles is inclined towards the sun. Because on these two dates, neither of the pole, means not the North Pole or the South Pole, is inclined towards the sun. And you know,